Hey, how you doing? It's Brian, and this is episode 3 of What Doesn't Make Sense. This is on a Thursday again, 12/12/2019, and I think I'm gonna start just keep uploading them on Thursday. I mean, it seems like the day to do it. You got the all the news stories from the weekend, and from most of the week. I guess it's kind of wraps up the week basically. You got one more day, Friday, but it seems like a good day, but. Now we're in the middle of Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's always seemed like a weird time to me. My whole life. You got Thanksgiving, and then it's like, you're kind of like on that whole thing of where you don't really want to do anything till Christmas, so it's just kind of like a floating time. But I'm telling you right now, it's probably the best time to be single, because you just got out of Thanksgiving, and if you're with your girlfriends or boyfriends, family. You probably, you're just first time meeting them, you're like, oh man. If it went bad, you're like, oh man, in another month I'm going to have to deal with them. And this is also a bad time to be in a relationship because if you want to break up with them, there's like no real easy way to do it. You can't break up with them a week before Christmas. I guess you could. Do it. If you want to break up with them, don't wait, Yeah, I definitely say do it right now because then think if you got those 2 weeks before Christmas. Yeah. Is Christmas on a... No, it's on a Wednesday this year. But now you got those 2 weeks before Christmas. If you break up with them today on a Thursday, you can go out this weekend, find somebody else. Probably someone lonely or who just wants to have some fun. Just hang out with them. What you don't want to do is have a repeat of Thanksgiving if you were out with her family and you had a bad time. It's not what you want. So definitely break up with them if you don't want it. But, I'm not going to have that problem. And another underrated aspect is you can just get, you can make a fool out of yourself. You can get drunk or whatever. You don't have to worry about, embarrassing yourself. I mean, you should have some, have some pride. But, worst comes to worst, you just wake up. It's not that big of a deal. But no, in shocking news, this is just happened, I don't know, last week, maybe earlier. Greta Thunberg, the one chick from climate change, got named Time People of the Year or something. And it didn't take Trump long at all. Donald Trump is, he's a big fan of her. It didn't take him long at all to go to Twitter to say, he goes, it's so ridiculous. Greta must work on her anger management problem. Then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Chill, Greta, chill. Doesn't even make sense. This dude has... You ever wonder how much he sleeps in a night? Like, it can't be much, because this dude, he's running a country. And he's trolling people on Twitter. Some people have a problem with it. I don't. I think it's funny. One of the funniest things he's done by far, is when this chick dropped out of the election or whatever, and I can't remember who it was, but he goes, oh man, what a shame, I was really scared of her. Just messing with him and making him think, oh dang, we should have left him in. Just a master troll. But dude, what the heck is wrong, dude? And you keep I don't use Twitter, so I don't really know how it works, but I'm just scrolling down, dude, reading some of the people, like, she's 16. She got thrown into that position. I mean, I would have went into it. And, dude, the shit that this woman gets, or this kid, I'm going to call her a kid because not to, discredit her, but to make it seem how ridiculous some people are just talking, how much basically they hate her for talking about all this. You hear people saying, because she reads off a script or whatever, obviously. And people talk about how when she can't read off a script, she just freezes up. It's like, dude, that's what everyone does. You put a mic in anyone's face, they're gonna know what to say. Even if they know what they're talking about, they're just gonna freeze up. What? No, chill, chill. Does he even write these own tweets? This. I don't know, dude. When he becomes the not president, I don't know what you'd call him, ex-president. I hope they write a book or something about everything that went on, detailing everything he did. Because, dude, he has 67 million Twitter followers. That is a ton. But no, dude, I just don't understand how people... yeah, dude, she's they throw a kid in there, whatever, for to make her seem more innocent. I don't know what the hell the plan was. Dude, I'm not gonna pretend to know it. Doesn't make sense to me why they do it, but I can see their reasoning. Like they want somebody in there to. But dude, I don't know. It's a bad idea because adults are never really gonna listen to kids because they're gonna think they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, that's just how the world works. You never listen to someone younger. But no, dude, people who think I don't know. That's like the worst thing to see. I think that's the whole annoying part is when people think they're trying to make a point when they talk about stuff like that. Like she's a plant and because she has like something wrong with her brain. But how they talk about just how like, I don't know how to put it kindly, but something wrong with her. And it's kind of like the same thing as the fat shaming. Like, dude, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, Bill Maher, whatever the hell his name is, the dude, the guy on HBO, I think. That dude, he said he wanted to bring back fat shaming, and I don't think it's ever left. I just don't think it's more acceptable. But dude, that is the dumbest thing to ever talk about. Like, someone being fat is never really ever gonna inconvenience you unless you're in like a sumo match with them or like in a WWE match. Like, you can't throw them around as much. But other than that, dude, it really has no value. I mean, they help farmers and all them and producers, keeps them in business more, makes more profit. I don't know. I'm just trying to read, get some get he compared it to mass shootings. He's like, yeah, 53 Americans died from mass shootings. You know how many people died from obesity? 40,000. It's like, dude, what are you comparing it to? That's apples to oranges. I don't know. But dude, it's never left. Dude, you go to any YouTube comment with any fat person ever, I'll tell you right now, it hasn't left. That's all you read about. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Get into some funnier news. Pat Riley, it came out that there's an article. Pat Riley is he's a basketball legend. He's been a great executive. He's won a bunch of rings, and he won some as a player. And it turns out he lost some rings from the Lakers, and cause we didn't lose them. He just threw them away because when he won other rings as an executive, he was like designing them, and he threw away all the like prototypes, and his rings were in there. So the Lakers are like, yeah, no problem, Pat. We'll hook you up. So they bought him. They gave him all new replica rings, and then he's like, yeah, these are not the same at all. Mine had dings, dents. They were all rusted and not rusted, but like dirty. So he does what anyone would do if they just got these new rings. He puts them in a bag. Just takes it calmly and just starts smashing them against the wall. And it went about as expected as you'd think. All the diamonds came out of it. He's like, dude, this does not look the same at all. So we just got him repaired and just stored them away. But I don't know, stuff like that. I'm sure I've never ever had an NBA ring. Never will. Never dreamed of it. I guess I did when I was little. I think everyone's dreamed of being in if you played a sport. I think everyone, maybe in America, I don't know about all the other places that don't have sports, but of being like this huge superstar. Like, yeah, I'm going to be the next LeBron James or the next Michael Jordan. But, it quickly fades out. I don't know how old I was when I realized, like, this isn't an option for me. I think I was probably 8 years old because I was the latest bloomer you could be. Like, if a flower blooms in April, I was still budding, I didn't get my colors till June. No, September. That's how late of a bloomer I was. But no, I was just playing, and it was like, dude, these guys are way taller than me. I can't compete. Maybe not. Look at Isaiah Thomas. He's the same height as me. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", and he averaged 30 points a game. So maybe I'm just a loser who just gave up. I should have been like him. Who knows? But me and him have the same amount of championship rings. Oh my god, I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, with these trophies, like the rings, like you just put them away. You don't really care about them, like, because like I have trophies from when I played basketball, and or baseball or whatever. I don't even know where they are. I don't even know if I still have them. I might have thrown them away. But I don't know. It comes all from the memories. Some oh, I was going to cry. I'm just reading off a list of things. So I was going through and I saw this video of this chick. She got fed up with landlords. She went to college and she's like, I've never had a good experience with a landlord. So you know what? I bought an ambulance and I'm gonna live out of it. So she spent the whole summer just renovating this van. Honestly, it looked pretty cool. Like, I probably would have lived in it. I think everyone's had that idea of buying a van just to go live in it. But she so she lived in her van while going to school. And where she lives, it's not warm at all. Like, it's snowy and cold. And in the video of them interviewing her, they had her in, they're taking it in the van, trying to get some cool footage. And you could see just her breath coming out. You could see it, how cold it was. And then, dude, I don't know who didn't tell her, like, be like, hey guys, let's pause this. Because it wasn't live. Like, hey, let's pause this. Here's a tissue, blow your nose. Because there was snot going from her nostrils, down to like her mouth. When you see like a toddler when it's cold and they don't know to blow their nose. Like, I don't know. It wasn't like straight up, bad. It was just wet. Like, why didn't anyone tell her? Like, you can obviously see it. Or maybe, I don't know. But yeah, you gotta respect her. But she said she's done living it, and she's not too committed to the role. You see those van people who live there their whole lives just for, I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad option. You buy a van, live in it for like 5 years, save all your money. Who knows? Because I feel like the only bad part about that is you got to pretty much be alone, because there's no chance that anybody you meet, like, there's no chance at having like a companion unless you knew him before. Because if you know him after and you try and be like, yeah, we can go back to my place. Oh, cool. Where do you live? You live like downtown or something? He goes, I could. Is that where you want to go tonight? She's like, oh, you have 2 places? And it's like, nah, I got a van. She's like, oh, oh my God, is today Saturday? I have to work tomorrow. Actually, I'll call you later or something. And she just leaves. And it's like, I didn't even get her number. That's how it'd go dating if you lived in a van. But no, I mean, I think, like I said before, I think everyone's had that idea of just saying fuck it and just going. Taking a van and just leaving. But I don't know. Some people do it, and you got to respect them because they know what they want. They're like, I don't need much. I just want to travel and all that. But, all right, I'm about 12 minutes in. I don't even know if this is going anywhere. But the legendary rapper Juice WRLD has died of a seizure. And this happened, I don't know, Sunday maybe. Legendary. He was legendary. I don't know. I never really heard any of his music. But, dude, the way he died is honestly kind of sad. Excuse me. Alright, so he was on a private jet. And I guess he had a bunch of weed on there. 70 pounds. Prescription drugs. Percocet or something. And Persose. I don't know. And he took a bunch of those because he didn't want him to find him. Like, he probably ate all of them. And this dude ended up having like a seizure and like a overdose and just dying. And dude, I know for sure he had people on there, and I thought the whole point of having like an entourage when you're that celebrity is they just take the rap for you. You don't have to go to jail if you get caught with all those drugs. That's the whole point. Like, I'm trying to think of who this happened. I'm sure it happens all the time where they're like, yeah, those are mine. And then the singer just gets off scot-free. Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, dude, I'll pay for everything you do, but if it hits a fan, you're out. Like, someone's got to take this. Like, play rock, paper, scissors. I don't care which one of you it is, but I ain't going. But no, this dude is such a savage that he took him on. He's like, my boys ain't going nowhere. Took one for the team. But, dude, I just don't get how the FBI can just, without not having any knowledge of him being on there, just know to go there. Like, even if they're tipped off, don't they still need like a warrant? Maybe they got a warrant, but like, don't they need more evidence than that than to just go there? Because I feel like, dude, going after prescription drugs or whatever, 70 pounds of weed, I mean, that's a lot, but isn't it legal in California? I guess he was in Chicago. But still, I don't know. It just seems like one of those things that totally could have been avoided. Like, they didn't have to do anything. Because it's just drugs in the end of the day. It's not like he's selling them. Maybe he is. I don't know. But, no, and more sad news. I'm sorry this is such a downer show, but this UPS driver, he got taken hostage by two people who, I don't know, they wanted Amazon packages. Like, this was their Christmas, I guess. The robbers, they took the truck, and I don't know what they were gonna do with it. But yeah, they just wanted some surprises. I mean, maybe they didn't have a family and they just wanted a Christmas for themselves, so they're just gonna take them out and wrap them up. But no, they got abducted, and I don't know they got in a high-speed chase, and I'm ignorant. I'll tell you this right now. I didn't read it too much. I have it open right here. I'll read, but what I have the intention of or impression of is one of my friends told me that he was hiding under the truck, like he got out, or it was something like that, and the cops just started blasting, like 20 cops, and and this other guy, he was at the red light where he got abducted, and they just threw him in there too. They're like, yo, you can't see that, but no, they shot him like 100 times. They put 100 rounds into there, and like, I we're trying to get the bad guy. I don't know how it happened that we got how we killed the people getting kidnapped. But now David Klinger says just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Like, it was really, really bad. This is what he says. But it was I don't get how this is a perfect example of why police are allowed to use deadly force against dangerous criminals. Like, isn't their whole thing like negotiating when they have hostages? Like, isn't that like an actual thing instead of just blasting them? Dude, police, you gotta respect them, bro. They are never gonna turn their hand on another. Like, they're never gonna be like, yeah, man, they messed up. Like, definitely shouldn't have done this. And they're just gonna be like, it was a right call. It was a good shoot. Definitely could have did it different, but it was a good shoot. And maybe it was. Maybe I don't know. That's why I don't really judge them. Like, I'll never say I hate them or love them. I mean, I guess you can love them. I appreciate them. I don't love them because that's kind of weird. I appreciate them, what they do, but sometimes they make some boneheaded mistakes. But I mean, it's gonna happen. No one's perfect at their job, and theirs just happens to be with, just happens to be magnitude and more because they're public servants. But I don't know. You can't be perfect at everything in life, and if you were, then the world would be a little bit different. Isn't that just sad, though? That, like, dude, why would you rob a UPS truck? Like, that's probably the worst thing you can rob. I think you'd have a better chance getting away with, like, a Ferrari than a UPS truck. Because it's a government vehicle. I mean, sure, it has, like, tracking devices. It definitely has tracking devices because that's when you can see where your packages go. So I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. Wow. Dude, I gotta get some more uplifting stuff in here. But this next one isn't going to be uplifting either because a Jeffrey Epstein accuser left a cryptic message. Yeah, this is all right, tell me if you think this is cryptic. She said that I am not going to kill myself. I'm not suicidal. Here, I'm going to get the whole quote because I don't want to say it off memory. Cryptic message. Jeffrey Epstein. Post cryptic message. All right. Here, let me look. What the fuck? Excuse me. Where is it? This was on November 14th. Maybe this is wrong. Alright, sorry for this dead wave. Maybe it's not even Jeffrey Epstein. Hang on. Okay, but no. Okay, I'll just get to the gist of it. This doesn't really matter. Okay, so basically he said, like, I'm not suicidal. Like, if it turns out I committed suicide, it definitely wasn't me. So if it happened, I'm trying to look for it too while I'm saying it. But no. So she was saying basically, I've talked to my counselor. They said I'm not suicidal. I've told my parents I'm not suicidal. I'm telling you now, I'm not suicidal. So if I turn up dead, it wasn't suicide if they say it. And this is just the most cryptic message ever. What could she mean? I don't know. That's one thing I do not believe, is that Jeffrey Epstein's even dead. It wasn't even him in the jail. Like, if we even saw a picture of his mugshot, like, I'm sure there's a mugshot, but, some, dude, I don't know. This whole thing just looks nuts. Because it's just going to show how much power is at the top. Because who's stopping them from having Jeffrey going like an Escalade away while they throw in John Doe into the police cruiser who they paid $10 million to his family to take, or someone who's in debt with them. Or maybe it's just some random person that's in debt to him. You never know. Well, I got my tinfoil hat on today. But, dude, I am all over the place. You know what? I'm done talking about that, but okay. This is a would you rather. I wrote it down. I was thinking of it at the gym. Would you rather know a few things about everything or know everything about a few things? And honestly, like before the internet, you definitely go with know a few things about everything. But now, dude, I can learn a few things about everything in about 2 seconds. Like if you have a question, but that'd be one of those superficial, smart people if you had that, but where people think you are until they delve into it a little bit more. But I think knowing everything about a few things is the way to go if you can choose it. But if you get one of those crappy ones, like knowing everything about a great white shark, you ever hear people talk about? It's kind of cool. It's kind of endearing, actually, when you hear about people talk about their favorite animals or their favorite subject, but it's just something so peculiar that you really have no idea what they're talking about. Like a great white shark or like a manatee or something. Like, they can actually swim up for 72 hours underwater without needing a breath of air. Dude, that doesn't even sound right or even close to normal. But yeah, I think it's definitely got to be that. But imagine knowing a little bit about everything at like a trivia night or something. You'd come away with so many free appetizers. If you're at like an Applebee's one, you could get like the nacho dip, the free wings. Oh shoot! Oh my God, there's something I was gonna talk about. I can't think of it right now though. I should have said it when it was on my mind, but I didn't want to ruin the flow like I'm doing now. Oh God, I'm just gonna pause till I remember. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I remember what it was. It's this banana duct tape. It was a banana duct tape to a wall, and it sold for $120,000. It was just it wasn't even like a ripe banana or like a fake. It was just an actual banana. And it sold for 120 grand, and it was like already starting to like get old and rotted. Like that shit can be called the fruit fly, waiting to have. No, I don't know, something funny about fruit flies. Well, no, this dude he took the banana and he just started mucking on it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Because no, it's not what happened at all. I saw something that. Oh my God, I'm a sucker. I saw that someone ate it. Oh, that is not funny at all. This is why you never meet your heroes. How funny would that have been if that dude just goes up there and eats a banana? Wow. That took all the wind out of my sail. It's almost like learning Santa wasn't real. Dude, that's one thing I never got to experience was Santa Claus. I had 3 older brothers. And they all knew, because the oldest brother told him when he found, my oldest brother told my other 2 older ones when they found out. And they passed along their knowledge to me when I was a little kid. First time I brought up Santa or someone told me, like, yeah, he's not real. And it's like, you can't come back from that. Like, when you got that in their head. No, I got to pass that knowledge along to my classmates too. And I don't know. I kind of feel bad, but that's one of the things where it doesn't make sense. Like, it's just a tradition, I guess, but I feel like unless you You gotta tell your kid early on that Santa's not real. Like the people who turn out weird, I feel, are the people who still believe it when they're like 10. I don't even know if that's too old to believe it or too still young to believe in it, but that's just what it seemed like. Like, yeah, Santa Claus bought me this for and yes and yes, you know. Oh no, that's 120 grand though for a banana. That's something. Trying to see what else. Now that I don't have anything to talk about, now that that's over, why am I even, if I don't have anything to talk about, why am I still talking? I should just end it here. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make you all suffer along with me for the last couple minutes. But, no. Oh, this is what I want to talk about too. So, I don't know why it was recommended to me, but it was like a music thing for a Victoria's Secret show. And dude, what the hell? What are girls wearing nowadays if that's what's on the fashion show? Like, I don't know what fashion shows are for, honestly, but I thought Victoria's Secret was like an underwear place in like bras or whatever. These chicks come out and I'm not even kidding, like a is it a peacock? Peacock? Yeah, peacock. Is that what it's called? Yeah, a peacock. You know how they have those one things? This chick came out in that, and it was literally like 20 feet in diameter, what she's carrying out. Like, she's bumping over everyone walking down. And I just watched it the whole time, like, dude, who would wear these? Like, who's going to buy these? Nobody's going to, you know? If someone, someone's in a room with you and she pulls that out, you're like, dude, what the hell are you wearing? you know, it's covering the whole room or whatever. I'm going to look it up. Are those even for sale? Victoria Secret peacock costume. Oh, it's a costume? Yeah. Dude, what the heck? Dude, if these chicks, like, imagine an average looking chick wearing this. How ridiculous that would look. For sale. And these chicks, dude, they don't even look real. Victoria's Secret wings? No. Oh. $580? Jesus. Dude, $1,200? Is this a costume, though, or do you wear it? Yeah, I think it's a costume. God. You know how cool you'd look, though, going to a party with that, where you can't even fit through the doors? Or maybe ridiculous, I don't know. But, no, they're just walking down the aisle wearing these ridiculous things. Dude, who goes to fashion shows, though? Like, I was watching, I'm like, dude, this is just weird. Like, who's there clapping and everything? Oh my god, that looks so beautiful. I don't know. One of those things that won't make sense to me. I still wear blue jeans and a white t-shirt. I'm not a very fashion savvy guy. So maybe it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe that's someone's bread and butter. Like, maybe that's someone's Super Bowl, is the Victoria's Secret fashion show. That's just what they love watching. Like someone's, like how I like the NBA Finals. That's what someone likes. So why don't I quit being an asshole and judging people for what they like? Try that for once, eh? Alright, this thing has gone nowhere. If you are listening to this, I feel like I owe you money. Like, I owe you guys something if you're still listening this far in. So if you are, just don't even let me know. Just leave it. If you're this far in, leave a dislike to let me know. I'll try and bring some A game next week. Maybe I'll get some. No, I don't know what I'll do. But next Thursday, I will try and make this better. I'm still learning. You gotta give me that. It's not easy talking to yourself for so long. I feel like I'm like Greta Thunberg, trying to talk. When I go off script, it's all over the place. But this is episode 3 for December 12th, 2019. That's a little bit more for me if I ever listen to these, knowing what days. But yeah, episode 3. Thanks for listening, and hope you have a good weekend.